guys. Thank you for joining us in our third interview on the Recruitment Journey series. We're very much excited today to have the Gaffer, a man who goes by many names. He's called the Gaffer, he's called Lampard, and he's called all of those names because of his very, very good soccer skills. He's currently on a scholarship in the United States, and thank you guys for being with us. May you please introduce yourself?
Hello guys, my name is Mutandi. I'm from Harare, Zimbabwe, but currently I'm in Missouri in a small town called Hillsborough.
Okay, so we're very much happy to have you, Frank. How's life in Missouri?
Life in Missouri it's great, you know, but sometimes it feels the weather. It used to be too much for me, like the coldness. But now I'm adjusting well, and now we're actually in the fall season, so it's actually good. The weather's nice now. Yeah.
Yeah, the fall is usually nice. So yeah. You're one of the few Zimbabweans that are playing in the JUCO League, right? How is that experience for you to play in the JUCO League? And how does it feel to actually be one of the few people who actually have a scholarship in the JUCO League?
And it's just a great honor, you know, to be one of the few Zimbabweans playing here. Like, I give all thanks to God for what He's done for me in my life, and I think the patience for me to give me this opportunity to be here. Yeah, it's really great.
Yeah, that's true. We have to give praise to God all the time. Most of the opportunities we get are usually have to be blessed by God. Otherwise, you won't achieve anything. So it's a very good thing that you got to mention God as well. It also shows a lot about your character as a person. So now I'm going to talk about the year you got banned. A lot of people would want to know what happened there. This is the Hammer and Tongues, should be Hammer and Tongues 2017, which is the last year for Prince Edward to be invited to the Hammer and Tongues tournament. You guys were simply way too good that you guys ended up being banned. So the question now is, in the final year of your high school, you participated in the Hammer and Tongues tournament. How was that tournament for you guys?
Well, I would say like it was one of the best tournaments ever for us. It's Prince Edward School. Yes, the following year the school wouldn't participate. I don't know why they thought we had cheated our age, but all of us we were all under 20 by that time. Like, I feel like the problem is like in Zimbabwe, right? Back then, I don't know about now, but back then, most schools only play soccer during the soccer season. Of which in Prince Edward, right, would start playing soccer. We'll start with athletics in January. So it was mandatory for everyone who plays soccer to go train with the athletics team. So we used to do train with the team. So we'll start our preseason earlier. And again, most of the guys, they'll be playing in the junior league in Zimbabwe. So their match fitness is very high compared to other schools. So that's why we were cheating our ages. And the other thing is like the crop of the guys, we have been playing together for like, I don't know, for many years, like at Prince Edward School. So everything was just clicking on. It was just, we didn't cheat our heads. It was just us playing football, just enjoying ourselves. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys were banned, right? Why were you banned? You won. You participated in the tournament, and then you won the Hammer and Tongues 2017. And I think some of the margins that you guys literally obliterated everyone who was taking part in that tournament, right? You annihilated the school. So now the question is, why then were you banned? Why were you banned?
From my own opinion, I think I never get to ask that because they'll never tell you why they banned you. They'll just tell you that you're not invited anymore. I think they just thought that we were much older than the other guys. I think that was the reason. Like, I still remember that tournament. I was named the best midfielder at the tournament. Yeah, it was a really good tournament. But I think they thought we had cheated our age or did something. I don't know what they thought we had done.
Okay, so now, who would you say was most responsible for getting you guys banned? Whose performance, whose performance was the reason why the people say that no, we don't want to have this kids here.
I feel like I want to tell you people who were outstanding at that tournament. I'll go like I'll say myself. I'm one of them, and there was Abraham Chawoza. He's now engaged the platinum. His name is people they call him Mandela, and there is also Magaya. Is an FC platinum, the first team, and Tanaka Chidoba is now a Dynamo. I feel like Tanaka Chidoba. Man, I have never seen someone who's he's a dribbling wizard. Like I feel like he's responsible. I'm sorry if he's gonna watch this, but I feel like he was responsible for all of it.
Yeah, but you guys ended up, even up to now, Preseason is already invited to the Untitled tournament. So if you say Chidoba, then we'll be. I hope he sees this, and I think he's now playing for Dynamos, right? He was signed by Dynamos, yes. So yeah, I think you guys had a very good team. Most of your peers are now playing in the Premier League. You have your Tanaka Chidobas, you've got your Magayas, your Mandelas, and everything. So I think the culture at your school was so good that on a yearly basis, you guys produce guys that are going to play for Premier League teams and everything. So yeah, I think it's very interesting for people to learn that at some point in time you were banned for being too good. Okay, so then we now moving to the next person. Now, after high school, you then played in Division 2 for Guardian FC, right? How was that?
Man, I think as for me, the transition, it was a little bit easy. I wouldn't say easy, but just a little bit, because it printed what we were used to play like in high-profile games, and our training were very of high standards. So for me, transitioning from high school to playing in an amateur league like Division 2 in Zimbabwe, it was really a great experience. And the football, let's say the football was a little bit different now, because we were playing, some guys were a little bit older and more experienced, but it was a good learning curve, yeah.
Okay, that's good. So then how would you compare the levels now, where you're playing at now in college and the Division 2 level? How would you compare those two levels?
I would say like here in America, like college football, it's more physical. That's the first thing. Like you have to be strong. And I feel like they're a little bit technically ahead of us in Zimbabwe. Yeah. In terms of how we play soccer, like coach's instructions, like you have to follow the coach's instructions. If coach said that you're going to be in the field, if he said go stand on the corner, you just go and stand on the corner. That's your job. If he says that, yeah. And I feel like here in America, they take their sport very seriously. Like Zimbabwe, if you look at like how they treat college soccer, you'll be surprised. Like I feel like some of the things which you do here, most Premier League teams back in Zimbabwe, they don't do those stuff. Yeah, and they're very professional. Even at college, even we don't get paid, but they're very professional.
Okay, so what would you say? What are those things that you're talking about? You're saying that some of the things that you do in college, even the Premier League, here, don't do it. What do you do?
Like, for instance, like we have like our training facilities with our physical trainer, our programs. Everyone has to follow it, like the way you eat. And I would say like our recovery part is most of the important thing. Training often, like we have a schedule to follow, and you have to follow that schedule, because if you don't follow that schedule, you won't play. And I feel like I've noticed it like when I was back home. Like some people, they just think that they're just playing football just to play, you know. But here they have that passion, that seriousness, that eager to achieve more.
Okay, so there's a little bit more of professionalism. Okay, that's
professionalism,
good. Yeah. So hopefully we'll get there. Yeah, hopefully we'll get there. So now you then trained at the High Performance Center here in Zimbabwe. before you left for college. How was that experience for you? And what would you say? What would you say it contributed to how you then went on to perform in college?
I would say like it went out. Going to the HPC, and the facilities there, they were good, you know. Like I feel like it helped me to transit again here in America so easily, because I was used to the kind of training which we were getting at the HPC. So when I came here, it just made everything easier. I wasn't surprised, you know, from seeing some of the stuff, because I'd already been used to them at HPC. I think it really contributed a lot in my first year here. Yeah.
Okay. So at the HPC, that's the High Performance Innovation Center. You guys would go and do strength training. You also had the privilege to train with good coaches. Now, how would you say it prepared you? The question would be, how would you say the experience at the High Performance Center prepared you to play in college?
I would say like it made me like I was more strong, and mentally I was mentally fit, physically fit, and it really pushed me, you know, like if you have everything, like if you have everything from the strength training, you're not missing a thing, like equipment. So it really pushed me to the edge to push myself to work a little bit harder, so that I'll come here and play and perform at my best. Yeah.
Okay. I think that's a good experience. I think it's also very important when kids get to have that experience, it makes the transition a little bit easier. So how demanding is college soccer? You're now in the States at Jefferson. We see a lot of videos of, being posted, and we see you playing. You're actually doing well, actually. So how demanding is college soccer?
I would say the thing is, most people think they forget is like when you're playing college soccer, right? You're a student athlete. That's the most important aspect, like being a student athlete. Like you're a student first, then athlete comes after being a student. So it's very demanding, because you have to perform in class, you know. You have to perform in class. If you don't perform in class, you don't play. Like they have a certain GPA. I think it's 2.5. You have to maintain that GPA 2.5 or 2.1, I think, for you to be eligible. Yeah. And I would say when we travel a lot. Like during the season, we travel by bus a lot. So, and you have a lot of assignments, homework to do. So most of the guys, they do their homeworks on the bus when they're traveling. But as for me, my experience, that doesn't work for me. You know, I'm from Zimbabwe. You know, if it's on a soccer match, I focus on my soccer. So what I usually do, I try to do my homework early, like early during the week. If I know that we have a game this weekend, I try to finish up everything by Friday, the Friday midday, so that I'll be able to fully focus on the game. That's what I always try to do.
Okay. So I think in the previous interviews that we have had with a number of guys, we've been asking them how demanding preseason is. With you, I think the question is going to be is a little bit different, but we are now asking, how is it like? What do you go through when you're doing your preseason? How is your preseason like?
I would say, as for this year, it's a little bit different because of the COVID pandemic. So now we've been doing a lot of strength training. Like every day, we've been doing a lot of strength training. We'll be spending most of our time in the gym.
Okay.
Now, yeah, and it's been really good because our fitness coach has been really pushing us. Like we have a new fitness coach and conditioning. It's a really nice guy. He's been pushing us a lot, you know, like pushing us to our limits, because it's been really great. And you just have to show up at the gym, do his workout, and everyone got his own personalized like training. You just tell him like, we have team training, right? And he gives us like personal training, like what do you need? You know, you just ask you like, what do you want to work on? If you say, you know what, I want to like lose weight, you'll be with that. Like I want to gain weight, and you help you with the food stuff, which food you must eat for you to do that. Yeah, I feel like it's been really great.
Yeah, it sounds like you guys have a busy program. It sounds you also have a very organized team as well. So you're saying in college you guys have a strength and conditioning coach, which is different from your head coach.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and I think I now see we see the difference as you say that some of the teams they cannot even afford that. So I think it's a good experience on your part. So before we move to the next session now, we're gonna ask you a few questions that have nothing to do with everything, but then just for the fun of it. So one of the questions would be, who's your role model?
I'll go with, I got two role models actually.
Uh-huh.
I go with Luka Modric and N'Golo Kante.
Oh, I heard. You just reminded me. I heard you're not being called Kante.
I don't know. Like this guy from a friend of mine is from Trinidad. Like
Okay.
during the match, they call me Kante all the time.
So I think that adds to your number of nicknames now, from Gafa, Lampard,
Yeah.
Kante. Okay. So who would you rather play for, Mourinho or Pochettino?
That's a difficult one, but I'll go for Pochettino. Yeah.
Okay. Why?
Yeah.
Why not Mourinho?
I feel like I can play for Mourinho, but for Pochettino, I think like with his philosophy of maybe passing the ball often, I could easily suit to his play. And Mourinho's type of play, like counter-attack, fast breaks, I can suit it, but I prefer Pochettino's philosophy. I'll go for Pochettino.
Okay, so bringing you back closer to home now, Dynamos or FC Platinum, and why would you choose that team?
I would say FC Platinum.
Why FC Platinum?
I still remember when they were still being coached by Norman Mapeza, like the way they used to pass the football moving around. I'd never seen that in Zimbabwe, a team in Zimbabwe playing like that. And when they were playing in the Champions League, it was really nice, watching those guys play. It was really great. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So now, I think you're a little bit young. You're a little bit young when this guy was hitting it on the soccer field. So is Patrick Vieira or Yaya Toure?
To be honest, I only watch Yaya Toure. I'll go with Yaya Toure. Yeah.
Go with Yaya Toure. Well, you guys, you support Arsenal. Quite a number of you guys are Arsenal supporters. So Patrick Vieira was a legend. He was part of the invincible teams. He's literally what I think we would say is one of the reasons why people started looking for a defensive midfielder like him. This is a tall guy who can pass the ball. So yeah, for me, I would say Vieira. There are a lot of fond memories of the battles between Arsenal and Manchester United. You have your Vieira and Roy Keane headbutting in the tunnel before the game. So yeah, there was a lot of passion back then. Not a lot of softness. Not a lot of softness that is there around these days. But then it was interesting. So we're going to talk about Zimbabwean legends now. I know you know Alvis Bunjira. So you're going to have to make you choose between Alvis Bunjira or Stuart Shuto Morisa. Who would you choose?
I'll go for Alvis Bunjira.
Is it because he's
although
your
no.
Why Bunjira?
I only heard that he was one of the greatest. I've never watched him play. I only maybe saw some highlights on YouTube of him playing. Yeah, I'll go Alvis Bunjira. Yeah.
Okay, so now going back to your college experiences, we're now going to talk about your college experiences. How is the
Yeah.
competition at Jefferson College? How's the competition? Because I saw your roster. You have a couple of guys from different nationalities. You've got your guys from
Yeah.
Europe, you've got your guys from South America, and you've got your guys from Africa. How's the competition?
Yeah, man. Like I would say, like the tough, and what makes football fun, you know? Yeah, like you have everyone pushing for yourself. You have everyone pushing you to do great things. Like we have met guys from like guys who used to play from top academies in Europe, some in South America. It's really great. The competition is so intense and it's fun. That's the one thing. Like we are a family first, and we compete. That's what our coaches always encourage us to compete, and everyone competes for the first 11 games. No one is guaranteed to be in the first team. Everyone competes for it, and it's really great. It's a healthy competition. That's what I would say. It's really great. Yeah.
Okay, I think it's also a good thing that you also get to have that diversity. As you say, you've got guys from
Yeah.
top academies in Europe, guys from top academies in South America, and then now you're also representing us from a top academy in Zimbabwe. Okay, fine. So last year you guys won your regular season, and then you also won your conference. You're pretty much unbeaten in your conference up until the district. And the team that beat you in the district, right? You had beaten it back and forth in your conference. So what happened there?
You know, or like, I would say that it's football. You know, anything can happen in football. But I like, as for me, in my opinion, I feel like we were just a little bit overconfident because we had beaten the team before, so we were a little bit hyped up. Yeah, and I would say we missed a lot of chances during the game, but you know, it's football. It happens, you know. So we just have to learn from our mistake. Like it happens, it happens. Like yeah, it was a painful experience, you know. It's not that we are better than these guys, but they're going through than us. But at the end of the day, it's just football, you know. It happens.
Okay, yeah, I think you were sucker punched. You guys were sucker punched, and then it also does a lot to help you. They say we learn more in the defeats than we do in the successes, but now this gets you to readjust and say, you know what, we were beaten because we were overconfident. Now we're not going to be overconfident. We were going to treat each opponent with respect. Okay, fine. So how was it playing in the district? This is your first year. This was your first year in the States. You have won your conference. You've won your regular season, and then you also went further up to play in the district. How was it playing that? How was that experience?
And like it was a really great experience. Like at the district level, it's more like it's a little bit different. It'll be a little more competitive, and yep.
Okay, so we didn't get your response there. Could you please come again?
Oh, I said like it was great playing in those district matches. Like in the district is different from the conference because it will be a little bit tougher, and yeah, the teams will be good, and it will be very good competition for us. And I feel like we were the tougher team because we had a great team. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So now we're going to talk about your college experiences. We know college being college, you can obviously walk away from college and not have some experiences of your own. Now, how is it on the social side? How's life in Missouri? How is it as a college student? How is it?
I would say like it's really great being a college student. I would say like in my life, like I feel like this is the greatest decision I've ever made in my life. Like coming to play college soccer. Because no man, I've made friends from people over the world, like for people from Europe, South America. And man, it's been just a great experience. Like I have friends from me in America too. It's been great. I've been learning a lot about different cultures. Like now I'm taking my Spanish class because I want to learn Spanish. I want to go to Spain one day, you know. So,
Okay,
so
that's a
I've been
pleasant
taking
surprise.
Spanish. So it's been a great experience, you know. I think that diversity, you know, like I feel like learning more about other people's culture, it really opened my mind to be more open-minded, to start tolerating some things which like in Africa we don't tolerate, you know how Africans we are. And I feel like it's really helped me to be a better person.
Okay, that's good. So, and then now, like with everything, it's not always a bed of roses. What would you say are the hardships of being a student athlete? What hardships do you face as a student athlete?
I would say like, as for me, in my personal experience, I would say sometimes, you know, especially this usually happens during the season, like balancing it or like school and soccer and training, and you have to recover at the same time. And you know that's the most difficult because the teacher expects you to perform in class, and if you don't perform in class, you're gonna be in big trouble. You know, like you might not even play, and the coach will also be giving you pressure, right, to perform on the field. Like he needs you to bring him results, and you need to perform for you to stay in the team. And you know, there'll be all forces coming, and the fitness coach will tell you need to be fit. If you're not fit, you won't be playing. So I feel like it's more demanding, and you just have to be mentally strong for you to be able to get through it all.
Okay, that's good. So we've been talking about your soccer side. What are you studying in college? You've also said it takes a lot of hard work for you to balance your studies and your career as a soccer player as well. So what are you studying?
Yeah. I'm majoring now. Okay, at first I wasn't decided yet. I was undecided, but now I think I'm good with numbers. So I'm studying. I'm majoring in accounting, and I'm still deciding the minor between sports management and computer science. Yeah, I'm still having a debate about those two. So I don't know, but I think sports management. I'm gonna go with sports management.
Okay, that's a good thing. So now you are Mijabora, and now we have the Jabora who's now able to choose in between 2 degrees. I think that's something that's very inspirational. Like, because we get a lot of students or a lot of soccer players from different institutions in Harare, very talented kids, but then they don't want to take the education serious. Now you're one of those schools that traditionally produce very good soccer players, but not very good students. So I think it's also a good thing when we hear that Frank is now doing 2 degrees. He's looking at his sports program. I think it's something that will inspire a lot of people. I'm also inspired myself as well. So what should you say are some of the joys of being in college? What do you like about being in college? I know you've spoken about the diversity, learning the different cultures and everything. But what else? What else makes college fun for you as a student athlete?
As for me, like you said before, like I am Jabora, a team which is in Zimbabwe. I feel like for me, being on the field, that's the best thing for me. Like having everything easy for you, you know, access to the like balls, having the field will always be open. You can go and train, good facilities, you've got a good gym. You know, I feel like for me, soccer is my life. You know, so although I don't usually like go out often as I should be, but I feel like that aspect of football for me is the best thing ever. And yeah, and I usually hang out with my friends all the time. We usually go out and eat and have fun. But I say football, like my life evolves around football.
Okay, that's good. I think it's a soccer paradise for you then. So now a lot of people don't get the opportunity. We all wish we could go back in time, right? Let's say you got that opportunity to go back in time and advise yourself as a young Prince Edward. a young Frank at Prince Edward, what would you advise yourself? What would you say to your 16-year-old self?
To 16-year-old Frank, I would have told him, like, Frank, keep on working hard. Don't mind what people say about you or what everyone is doing or what will someone say. Just be happy, because no matter what you do, people are going to judge anyway, even the good or the bad. I'll just encourage him to keep working hard and keep pushing, and the sky is the limit. And yeah, that's what I would tell a 16-year-old me.
Okay, that's good. So now going back to your old boys, let's say you have some of your old boys that we are currently watching, or who are going to be watching the interview. What would you advise those guys? What advice would you give to your former old boys or to someone who's aspiring to be a student athlete?
I would just say, if you want to take this route, patience is the key to everything, like you have to be patient. That's my key, and trust the process. Because as for me, right, I still remember when I just finished high school and all my friends, like my close friends, they were being signed, by big Premier League teams. Like we were at the same level, like, so I used to say to myself, why not me? Why isn't this opportunity not coming to me? But like, as for me, I'm a Christian. Like I was like, God is always something for you, and when the opportunity comes, you have to make it. And I still remember you telling me that, Frank, just be patient, things will be fine. But I was pressuring, what, Philip, look at this and that. But you really helped me, like to stay calm and just trust the process. So I would say just trust the process, and when the opportunity comes, just take it, please. Just grab it and hold on to it. Don't let it go.
Yeah, it's life being life. It's not always easy. There are certain things that you expect to happen at certain times, but then at times you have to show that you believe in a higher power, you believe in God, and also trust the process. The truth, I think, a lot of people have that issue where we want things to happen so fast. We end up not enjoying the process itself. It's also a learning process, because when you're going through these things, you're learning things as you go along the way as well. So yeah, I would say trust the process as well. So now we're going to talk about how you then got to the States, right? We've been talking about your Hamilton's experiences. We've talked about your college experiences, but then how did you end up some 18,000 k's away from home? How did you end up in the States?
Okay, so when I graduated in 2018, I didn't know what to do. Like I said before, like my friends were signing with these big names, and I still remember that's the year I met you, in 2018. And I still remember coming to Norton, playing in that dusty field. I can't remember the place, and I used to say to myself, is this guy gonna take me to America? I used to just laugh about it, like with my friends, like no, like I still remember. Yeah, so that's when I started talking to you and started showing me about these opportunities and some of the guys whom you had helped to get scholarship. And I said to myself, oh, why not? And that's when I started working with you. Like to me, I don't think you're just like an agent to me. You're more like a brother, because you've just been there for me, advising me on all the stuff, personal stuff. Yeah, it's been really a great journey, for us. And yeah, World Athlete Recruit helped me to be where I am today. Like I owe everything to the organization for what they've done for me in my life. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we also have to give praise to God, because the truth is, in as much as we look for opportunities, it is Him who then blesses the efforts that we make. And you also made it easy to work with you. I remember you at some point in time then saying, Philip, and yeah, but I think it's also moments like those that also helped us bond, also helped us. But at that time now, you then have to say, Frank, look at this. This is the opportunity that you're going for. This is how much people are working hard to get the scholarship that you want to get. So this is how much effort you have to put. And then you then came through as well. And then, even though you're tired, even though you feel as if you're going to faint, but then you still gave it your all. So it was also a good experience working with you. You're also a good person to work with. So now the transition, we're going to talk about the transition. We've talked about you playing in Division 2. We've talked about you training in the High Performance Center in Harare. But then how was the transition for you now? You are now in the States. You are now going to have to fight for a jersey with some of your teammates. You're now going to have to cement your team in the place also to justify the scholarship that you've been given by the coach. How was that transition?
The transition, I would say it wasn't the most difficult or the most easiest one. Because like we said before, the high performance training gave me a lot, but I would say like when I got here first, the technical side, I was just a little bit behind, I'm not saying that in Zimbabwe we're not technically, but I would say I was just a little bit behind technically. So I had to adjust to that first for me to learn some stuff, like how we play, like after a game, we used to watch our videos. No, we did not used to do that in Zimbabwe. Like after a game, watch video and the coach will point out, no, you're supposed to be here and that. I think that helped me really a lot, and I adjusted to that very well. And yeah, the physical aspect of the game, yeah, it was. I would say I wasn't like the most physical guy, but here in America now, I had to be like more physical, and I had to like to train to be strong in the gym, and it really helped me a lot, Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So now, what did you say surprised you? You're there, you fought for your place. You're now playing regular team soccer and everything. Then you get to experience the college experience of soccer on the soccer side. What would you say then surprised you then? What then surprised you the most?
What surprised me the most is like how they take college soccer seriously, to be honest. Like, how could some people, I still remember, I didn't know, like, when parents came to watch us, came to watch us, I was surprised, like, what? Someone is paying to watch me? I was even surprised, like, sometimes they'll be paying to watch us, and the level of professionalism, that they have in college soccer, it's just magnificent. Just out of this place, how they take everything serious from your diet, everything you do is being monitored. Just amazing. Just an amazing experience. I was like, I was surprised, like, with that experience.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, then so now we understand you guys are currently doing your preseason. Unfortunately, your season was moved to January because of the coronavirus.
Right.
I personally hope you guys are going to play a little bit sooner. But then this also provides an opportunity for you guys to work on your weaknesses. It also gives you time to bond as a team, also integrates the new guys that are coming your way as well. So now, what are your goals for this season?
So my personal goals or our goals as a team?
Your personal goals. What are your personal goals?
Or both? For this year, my personal goals, like, I'm just gonna say it. I was talking to the coach earlier in this set, like, he needs me like to score goals, because sometimes I have clear chances to score goals, but sometimes I just had to pass the ball, because I'm used to. So my personal goal for this season is like, I need to score more goals. Like, I need to score goals often, and I need to help my team achieve what I want to achieve as a team, to perform at my best for the team, so that we win everything we want to win. And I think our goal as a team is to go to the national tournament. Like, I think we deserve to be there, because we have great talents here at Jefferson College, and like, I think we have one of the greatest. I think personally we have one of the greatest teams in the country, and I feel like we deserve to be there. We just need to work hard and just believe in ourselves.
Okay, that's good. So what then are your personal long-term goals? So we've just spoken about your immediate goals for this season.
Yeah.
What are your goals in the long term?
In the long term, like now I'm at a junior college, right? So one of my long-term goals, like for me, long-term maybe 3 years, 4 years, like I want to go play at a Division 1 school, one of the top programs in Division 1 school, and that way I think it will be easy for me to be drafted. Like I want to be drafted, to be honest. Like I want to play in the MLS, and I think nothing is impossible, like you said before. And even if you put everything in goal, it'll be possible. And I want to play in MLS, maybe play in one of the greatest leagues in Europe, and also get my degree in accounting.
Yeah. Okay, so those are some pretty good goals to have as well. So now we're going to talk about athletes who are currently in Zimbabwe. You have given advice to your old boys at PE. You called the Cubs, right?
No, the Lions.
The Lions.
I called the Lions.
Okay, so you have given advice to your Lions. Now to the general public, to the athletes who are looking at you right now and then saying, you know what, I want to be like Frank. How do I get to be like Frank? What advice would you give to
them? I would say to them, like, the first thing, like, in life, it's a challenge in life. In life, everyone gets an opportunity. No matter where you are from, it doesn't matter. You get an opportunity. And if that opportunity comes knocking on the door, take it, grab it with all and give it your all. And sometimes, yeah, opportunities might not come, but sometimes you have to look for them by yourself. Of course, you can't just sit waiting for it to come to you sometimes. Just go have to look out there for you. Just have to go there looking out for you. Because one thing which I learned about college soccer, like, you're not the only one who's like talking to the coaches or anyone who is looking for a scholarship. Even in professional soccer, you not be the only one on the team. Like, there will be other guys, will be new guys coming in every time, and then just have to keep on working hard. I'll just say, like, work hard and everything will just happen, and trust the process. That's my philosophy. Just trust the process.
That's good. So now, what's the secret to your success? You obviously have been banned for being too good at the Hammer and Tanks tournament. People would look at you and say, no way can a 17-year-old play soccer like this. So what's the secret to your success?
For me, I would say the secret to my success is patience. As for me personally, it's patience and working hard. Because without patience, I don't think I'll be here. And working hard and giving the praise to our God, who makes everything possible for us. I'll say those are my pillars. Those are things which keep me pushing. And the other thing is, like, I'll say, like, back home, some people will be doubting you and stuff like that. And I think those are one of the things which should be pushing me to say that I need to prove them wrong, that I can do this. Like, I'm just a small boy from Harare, Zimbabwe, and in Sunningdale, hiding in the suburbs, the ghetto. If I could come here to America, what can stop me from achieving great things in life? So those are some of them which keep pushing me on.
No. Okay, that's good. So now, have you played for the national team?
I was only once in the provisional squad. I was still young. I think it was the under 17 provision. I was like selected for the provisional squad, which played in like the what do you call them? The youth games. Just only one. Yeah.
Okay. So now I'm going to give you an opportunity to talk to the Zimbabwean coaches. Currently, the Zimbabwe under-23 national team coach is Tonderai Diraya. I understand you guys have a history. You were one of his early recruits at Prince Edward when he was coach at Prince Edward. What would you say about yourself to convince him to call you for the national team?
I would say to Mr. Ndirai that like now I'm playing at a higher level, I think, and I would like him to maybe take a look at some of my games and watch how I'll be performing, because if I say with my mouth, maybe it's hard to believe, So I'll just let like my football do the talking, and for him to watch me play, and maybe you'll be convinced to me to that I deserve to be go to the national team, the under-20 national team.
Okay, that's good. I hope he gets to see this, and he also gets to evaluate you based on your footage as well. So now you've obviously met a lot of good guys, a lot of very good soccer players during the short time that you've been playing soccer in the States, and you've also played with some very good talent here in Zimbabwe as well. Who would you say is the most talented soccer player that you've played?
Against or alongside with?
Could be against, could be alongside. Who's the most talented soccer player that you've seen?
For me, the most talented players I've played with, I'll just say them randomly, because man, I can pick. It's not gonna be in any order. I'm just gonna say there's like, he's one of my best friends. His name is Marvin Mutsuka, but we used to call him Ajavi. Oh man, he's a great player. He's so talented. And I have Abraham Chawoza. I played with him in Prince Edward. Marvin Quinjo. I would say those are my top three I've played with. And one guy I've played against who is, man, he always gives me trouble, he was really good. I feel like now in Zimbabwe, I don't know what's up with him now, but I feel like he's like one of the best midfielders from Zimbabwe. His name is, what's his name? We used to call him Akinde. Akinde Jose. He used to play for Aces, man. He's a great midfielder, man. He's so good. He's very, very, he used to play for Aces. I don't know where he is now, but I would go for him, Akinde. He's really good. I think he's one of the best.
Okay, that's good. So I'd like to thank you for taking the time to have the interview with us. And then I'm also going to give you time, maybe to say something to inspire the guys that are back here home. You've given them advice. You've given advice to your guys at Prince Edward. You've given guys to just general guys and everything. Now, what would you say to inspire the guys
here? My word of inspiration is the sky is the limit. That's the only thing. Like, if you're a Christian, just believe in God. You make anything possible, man. Like, who could have imagined, like, now me in America, in Missouri, like, sometimes during the summer, I had to be at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium where Atlanta FC plays in, like, watching the stadium. The facilities were just great. Who knew that could be possible? I'm just like a boy from Zimbabwe, from a ghetto. Yeah, like, I would say nothing is impossible. Just believe everything will happen. And if something doesn't come your way, don't worry about it. God is something greater for you. Like, you make anything possible for you. Yeah. Just believe in yourself.
Okay, so thank you, Frank. Thank you for taking the time to have the interview with us. I would also want to thank you guys for listening in and getting time to be with us on our recruitment journeys episode. So next week, we have Tabiso Kumalo, who is a former professional MLS player.